Meantime, Vaughn, President Trump announced plans overnight for even more tariffs on the movie industry.
The movie tariffs, what they've done is other nations have been stealing the movie-making capabilities from the United States. And I said to a couple of people, what do you think? I've done some very strong research over the last week, and we're making very few movies now. Hollywood is being destroyed. Now, you have an incompetent, grossly incompetent governor that allowed that to happen. So I'm not just blaming other nations, but other nations, a lot of them, have stolen our movie industry. And I'm saying, if they're not willing to make a movie inside the United States, then we should have a tariff on movies that come in. And not only that, governments are actually giving big money. I mean, they're supporting them financially. So that's sort of a threat to our country in a sense. And it's been a very popular thing. I can tell you one thing, movie makers love it.
Walk us through that.
Right, and so while he has maybe softened some of his tariffs on other goods coming to the United States, he's still, of course, as he has for more than 3 decades now, committed to believing that tariffs are going to bring back an American renaissance. And that includes, in his mind, the American movie industry, suggesting last night in a social media post, but also while on his way back here to Washington, D.C., that there would be a tariff placed on films that are made overseas. And I want to just let you listen to the president directly. Take a listen.
Other nations have been stealing the movie-making capabilities from the United States. And I said to a couple of people, what do you think? I've done some very strong research over the last week, and we're making very few movies now. Hollywood is being destroyed. If they're not willing to make a movie inside the United States, then we should have a tariff on movies that come in.
Now, there are no details as to exactly what that tariff would look like and what exactly are you tariffing, and does that include American-produced movies that are shot and filmed overseas? Does that include the likes of White Lotus? Does it include Wicked? Right? What does this actually look like? The White House has so far provided zero details.
We should all be very concerned about it because it's 40,000 jobs, literally. I mean, if you think of all the people who are involved in making sets and costumes and providing food and, of course, the technical people and people in front of the cameras, it's a big deal here, a very big deal for us. On the other hand, it's typical of the way Mr. Trump operates that he's put this out, I'm sure not by accident, the day before our prime minister is going to visit the White House. And it's totally unknown as to how you would implement this, what it would apply to. It's very much like the auto industry. Films are produced in many different places. They're shot in different places. Post-production work happens in different places. And so I don't think any of that has been thought through, but it should be a source of very, very genuine concern because a lot of jobs depend on it, not just in Toronto, but in other parts of Canada as well.
Mark Carney, the Prime Minister, is going to meet with President Trump tomorrow. 51st state's going to be on the agenda. Tariffs are going to be on the agenda. Annexation. Do you think he can jam this, Hollywood 100% tariff onto the agenda as well? And how important is it that that does get discussed tomorrow?
Well, he's done it. I mean, he's jammed it on there by making his social media post he could have made last week or the week before. And he's done it the day before the Prime Minister's coming. And so it's on the agenda. I think it's very important. And hopefully what the Prime Minister can do, and it's a tough menu that he's got in front of him, is to convince Mr. Trump that to just sort of willy-nilly do these things in the middle of the night when none of the details are sorted out, none of the impact. I mean, let's remember as well, a lot of people who watch and make successful American movies are in Canada and other countries because it's not just Canada this tariff applies to. So you have to hope that some sanity will prevail and that Mr. Carney is able, and I'm not trying to create too many expectations for him in one meeting, to pause a lot of this and say, look, does this all make sense? Because we've said before, as you know, as Canadians, this is going to hurt you as much as it's going to hurt us. And even just looking at the box office, and saying, well, if people started not attending and not watching American movies, the streaming services, I mean, are they caught by this? So there's a lot of unanswered questions, as usual, with a lot of these kind of midnight pronouncements that are made by President.
Hey fam, welcome back to Sibby React, the home of honest, fiery and unfiltered reaction. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up and tap the notification bell so you don't have to miss any of our real talk reactions. Today we are reacting to a big and honestly shocking move. President Trump is adding new tariff to the movie industry. Yep, you heard that right. Trump movie tariffs are officially on the table. Now listen. I never thought we'll be reacting to something like this. Tariffs on movies. Like, what does that even mean for Hollywood or Netflix? And for you, the viewer, is this another Trump versus the media moment, or this is about China, Hollywood imports, or something else? Let's break it down. React in real time and talk about the real world impact. Okay, so Trump is saying that foreign-made movies and streaming content are unfairly dominating the US market. He claims these movies don't pay their fair share in taxes or tariffs, especially from countries like China, South Korea, and even European nations. So now, his plan is to slap new tariffs on imported films, including ones on streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu. Wait, hold up. So this means even Korean drama or a British film on Netflix could be taxed more heavily. That cost is going to roll down to us, the viewers, you and me. So basically, our Netflix subscription prices might go up and we might see fewer international shows. Let's talk about what this Trump tariff on movies actually mean for the film industry and for the everyday people. First off, Hollywood is global. So many blockbusters movies are co-produced with studio overseas, especially in Canada, the UK, China, and South Korea. If Trump adds new tariffs, these studios might stop working with US partners or raise production costs. That means fewer international collaborations and fewer diverse stories on screens. And think about the streaming wars. Netflix, Disney, and Amazon are competing hard to give us fresh content. But now, if Trump tariffs make it more expensive to stream foreign content, who do you think is going to pay the price? Us, the subscribers. This isn't just politics. It's about money, jobs, and culture. The US movie industry makes billions from foreign audiences and also relies on foreign markets to sell and stream content. So if retaliatory tariffs come from China or Europe, American films could lose money abroad. This could lead to fewer jobs in film production, fewer indie films getting distributed, and even less freedom for creators. Think about how your favorite indie filmmaker. How are they supposed to survive if distribution costs skyrocket? And don't forget about YouTubers, influencers, TikTok creators. We all live in a content economy. The decision could trickle down to independent creators who use movie clips, discuss foreign films, or review content from across the world. This is classic Trump move. It's all about America first, but sometimes that can turn into America isolated. Look, we need smart trade policies, no doubt, but taxing creativity, come on. Movies, films, documentaries, they bring people together. They are global language. If this movie tariff ban goes into effect, we might see a rise in US only content, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we'll be missing out on global content and diverse perspectives. So my take, this is a short-sighted, politically driven move that will do more harm than good, especially for the people who enjoy film and entertainment like us. What do you think? All right, now it's your turn. Drop a comment below. Do you support Trump's new tariffs on movies? Do you think it's about protecting American jobs or just another distraction tactic? And let me know, what is your favorite foreign movie or series right now? Let's talk about it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button if you enjoyed this reaction, and share it with someone who loves film just as much as I do. I'll be dropping another video on this if the policy moves forward or Hollywood claps back. So stay tuned for that. Sibby React signing off, where we speak truth, drop facts, and stay woke. Catch you all on the next one.